Hey guys, it's me again. This is just a follow-up to a video I made about a few minutes ago, maybe half an hour ago or so, talking about the YouTube channel Messiah 2030. Um, they made a video, I guess, a couple weeks or so ago, and it's really gaining traction within the Watchmen community, and a lot of people are really digging their video, and even a couple of Watchmen channels are endorsing their video. Got a Minute, if you're familiar with that channel, and End Time Dreams and Vision. Both of those Watchmen channels are endorsing the Messiah 2030 YouTube channel. And I think they're doing so in ignorance. I don't think they really understood the latest video that the guy put up. The video I'm referring to is the one, the prophetic timeline of the Messiah. It's the latest video from Messiah 2030. Anyway, in my last video, I told you guys that I believe that Messiah 2030 doesn't believe in the pre-trib rapture. They did not mention anything about the Great Tribulation or the rapture in that video. It's a 2-hour video. It's really, really well made. Has a lot of good points. But anyway, Messiah 2030 confirmed that their video is incompatible with the pre-trib view of the rapture. They straight up said it. They straight up admitted it. And that channel does not believe in the pre-tribulation rapture. Is that a big deal? Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. It's our blessed hope. It kind of saddens me that, someone or some people would make a video this good and elaborate just to deceptively go against the pre-trib view of the rapture. Because everything else they said in that video, everything else they mentioned, seemed pretty good. It's spot on. Almost. Most important thing, as I mentioned in my last video, is that they established that the death and resurrection of Jesus took place in the year 30 AD, 30 CE, which is significant because it coincides with the 2030 second coming that most of us in the Watchmen community are looking forward to. And of course, if the second coming takes place in the year 2030, that means the rapture is going to happen sometime this year. We can only hope. As of right now, we don't have clear 100% certainty on that, but we're really hoping. But Messiah 2030 is totally against the pre-trib view of the rapture, so that's something you need to understand before you watch their video. Again, it doesn't mean that everything they said in that video is wrong. Also, they said that the fig tree generation started in 1950 rather than 1948, because 1950 was when Jerusalem became the capital of Israel. So those are two important points, and they also brought up some patterns there that's worth investigating. I believe useful patterns to determine the second coming of Jesus. And that's the thing, they don't make a distinction between the second coming and the rapture. Those are two separate events, and they seem to ignore that, and they just, anyway, anything but the pre-trib view of the rapture is heresy. And it pains me to say that these guys' view on the very, very end times, which is what really matters, is heresy. So, but the stuff they posted, some of those things are still very good, and you can interpret the evidence they presented yourself. And another thing worth mentioning is that they commented that the first fruits took place sometime in April rather than on Resurrection Day or Easter. And to me, that says their eyes are not on Jesus. The first fruits is the resurrection. And if they can't acknowledge that, then it's like missing a button on a shirt. If you miss the first button, everything else is wrong. Fortunately, in this case, a lot of the points they made in the video, to me, are still valid. Like I said, most importantly, is establishing the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus, as having taken place in the year 30 AD or 30 CE. So that's important. And also, Israel, if the fig tree generation truly did begin in 1950 rather than 1948, then the 80-year generation prophecy is still very much in play. So that's a good thing. But yeah, spit out the bones. Yeah, it's really sad that it seems like, this video was made just to throw shade at the pre-trib view of the rapture, because everything else sounds so good in the video, but then they're going to come back and turn around that they don't believe in the pre-trib rapture. So it really, ultimately, it's just a ploy to, attack the pre-trib view of the rapture. They went in a huge roundabout way to do it, but they still did it anyway. So don't lose hope on the pre-trib rapture. It's our blessed hope. It's the only biblical view. And oh yeah, where did they say all these things? They commented on their video, on somebody else's comment. Somebody asked them a question about the rapture and the Great Tribulation, and how come it's not in their video or something like that. But I can't find that comment anymore. I don't know if they deleted it or it just got buried somewhere. But yeah, make no mistake about it, Messiah 2030 does not believe in the pre-trib view of the rapture, and they even went out to say that all the points that they made in that video are incompatible with the pre-trib view of the rapture, which I completely disagree with, because a lot of the things they said actually supports a lot of the timelines that we're looking at for the pre-trib rapture to take place this year. So we'll see what happens. And oh yeah, one more thing. In that same video that I'm talking about, their latest video, in the descriptions, they quoted, no one knows the day or the hour, that Matthew 24 passage. And that alone right there, to me, tells me that they don't know what the heck they're talking about when it comes to the actual rapture and second coming, because that passage has nothing to do with the rapture or the second coming. So spit out the bones. God can speak even through a donkey. We know that. And these guys are not much better than a donkey, if you ask me, because of that. But still, I believe the Lord did give him some valuable info on the other stuff. And I think we should, if you're going to watch that video, just keep that in mind. These guys are not completely clueless on everything, but they are kind of clueless when it comes to what matters the most. So just remember that if you're going to watch their video. And yeah, so until next time.